When I crested that bridge and I could see across, I saw policemen lined all the way across all 4 lanes of Highway 80. I knew then we were not going to Montgomery that day. As we came down further, I noticed that the service roads on each side were filled with policemen. Some sitting in cars, some sitting on cars, some even sitting on horses. Which really confirmed we were not going to Montgomery that day. I was too far back in the line to hear or see what was happening. I didn't need to, I was a warrior, I knew the procedure. I knew when George and Hosea got to that line of policemen, one of them would ask permission to pass. It would be denied. John and Hosea would go down on their knees and we would follow suit. Someone would say a prayer, and after prayer, we'd stand and go back to where we started from. You either plan a new strategy or you just regroup and come right back. I'm standing there waiting for the front to go down so I too could kneel. And suddenly, I hear gunshots and screams. I think they're killing the people down front. Before we could turn around, it was too late. They came in from both sides, the front and the back. And they were just beating people. Old, young, black, white, male, female, it didn't matter. They were just beating people. People lay everywhere bleeding, not moving, as if they were dead and you couldn't stop to help them. Or you'd be beaten too. You could outrun those men. On foot, you couldn't outrun the ones on horses. The horses were afraid. They were running the horses right into the crowd. They were kicking and screaming. People were being trampled, bones were being broken. Oh yeah, no one was shooting live ammo on that bridge that day. It was the tear gas canister being shot into the crowd. Tear gas burns your eyes, gets in your lungs. You can't breathe, you can't see, you panic. Oftentimes you run right back to the same people you're running from. The last thing that I remember seeing on that bridge that day was this horse and this lady. And I don't know what else. I don't know, did the horse run over her and she fell, or did the man hit her and she fell. I do know as I sit here almost 60 years later, I can still hear the sound her head made when it hit that pavement. The next thing I remember the city side of the bridge. I was in the back of a car and my head was in my sister Linda's lap and Linda was crying. When I became fully awake, I realized what was falling on my face were not my sister's tears. It was her blood. My 14-year-old sister had been beaten on that bridge and had wounds in her head that required 35 stitches. Yet, on that following Tuesday when Dr. King came back, I held that same sister's hand as we followed Dr. King and Dr. Abernathy across this bridge. I'm not ashamed to tell you, when I crested that bridge and could see across, I didn't want any more freedom. I saw the same scene I had seen that Sunday. I know marching was no longer fun to me. I tried to go back, but my sisters wouldn't let me. They held my hand and kept talking, trying to coax you across as sisters would do. I remember one of them saying, "Come on, they're not gonna beat Dr. King." I went, but I was scared.